right, welcome to another Go Local FXBG nonprofit spotlight. Today I've got together for Fredericksburg, right?
Yes.
Yes, sir.
And we're going to talk a little bit about what you guys do here in the community, where you came from, your background, all the good things, because, you know, people like to know that stuff. So go ahead, Glenda, take it and do, a little intro. Tell us about the nonprofit, how you guys came together to do it, and what the mission is, and yeah.
Well, I'll tell you about how we got started. So David and I met through a real estate brokerage because we are both real estate agents.
Okay.
And we like to give back to the community. So that's when we started doing events locally. At that point, we didn't even have a nonprofit, but we like to give back to the community. Then we got together, had a couple events, and then we've realized that because of tax purposes, we needed to have a nonprofit.
Right.
And so we had a meeting, and that's how Together for Fredericksburg became.
Off to the races.
Off to the races. So David's going to talk to you more about the mission statement. And
Well, real quick, I like to touch on things as we go, so don't mind me if I interrupt. Something about the real estate community here in Fredericksburg that I really love is exactly what you said. Like, you guys love to give back to the community. And it's like no other. I feel like it's like I've been around all types of businesses. I do all the networking and all the things. And between you guys and the Builder Association, like those two, I don't know if it's because there's more money in real estate or I don't know, or maybe you're just involved more in the community. But like, why do you guys think that is? Like, realtors have always been big supporters.
Well, I will tell you, I actually serve on the Fredericksburg the Fredericksburg Realtors.
Yes, that's
Foundation,
right, you do.
Which is a 501c of the association. And it's all about helping those in our community get into and retain housing. That touched me in a way that nothing else has. So when you're working in this community, you're serving. You're helping people get into housing. So realtors as a whole, I feel, want to give back. So just the job of being a real estate agent, you're automatically not just a salesperson, but you're a counselor. You're there holding people's hand, buying the biggest investment that they'll ever have.
This is true. I mean, I got a lot of realtor friends, and I've been. You know how it goes as a realtor. It's like, or being in the real estate business at all. When the phone rings, you're going to answer it. You have to answer it, right? It moves fast, and the successful people know that. And, all my realtor friends, if phone rings, I know that we pause it.
yeah.
And it's like you said, it's kind of like when you go to the barber shop or go get your nails done, like it's therapy, right? Because now we're talking about all the problems, all the things, especially with real estate, because there's all these little things that could go wrong, and they do go wrong a lot of times. And then it's people call and they're frustrated, they're emotional, and you guys got to talk to them about it. And like, all right, here's how we're going to do it. Here's how we're going to get over this. So,
well, I will also tell you, you're also dealing with people sometimes in their worst situations.
Right.
Glenda works with a lot of families that are facing foreclosure or they're having a short sale.
Right.
So they're facing an economic distress. And Glenda's there holding their hand through the process.
So we see the need, immediately because people are reaching out to us, and we're people connector.
Right.
We see the need, we connect them wherever they need to. If they need help with the foreclosure, then we help them through that. They need to, obviously sell a house. Obviously, we help them with that.
Right.
But with that, we also, participate in events such as, with FAR, the cereal drive.
Yeah.
Then we thought that if we came up with our own network, our own nonprofit, that we can, make a difference for a lot of people.
Yeah.
There's a lot of nonprofits that don't have staff that can put on events, or they don't know how to do it.
Right. Or they don't have the resources.
They don't have the resources.
Yeah.
So that's where we come in. We've helped, well, tell them about the mission.
Yeah, let's go into that. Sorry, I get derailed.
So I will tell you, before, outside of real estate, me and Glenda connected as friends because we were giving back already to our communities. So Glenda was a team captain of the Relay for Life, the American Cancer Society of Spotsylvania. It was Cancer Warriors. So I started helping her with that. I was already working with charities with Operation Hood, which is a trap, neuter, return of felines,
Okay.
saving the feline population of the Fredericksburg region.
Different.
And I was serving with Los Angeles Hope House, the largest family shelter here in Fredericksburg.
Oh.
So me and Glenda actually already connected as friends from community service.
Yeah, I love that.
And that's how Together for Fredericksburg kind of came about.
Okay.
So we were already working with all these charities to help them raise money. Because like Linda says, we are connectors. When you work in the real estate industry, when you're dealing with the community at large, you're able to connect people. And we found out that we were really good at connecting people and,
are.
Right.
and helping raise money. So Together for Fredericksburg, our full mission is to raise money for other 501Cs and the Planning District 16. Planning District 16 is the city of Fredericksburg, Spotsylvania, Stafford County, Spotsylvania County, King George, and parts of Westmoreland County. And in Caroline County. Thank you.
A lot of people don't know what Planning District 16 is. So there you have it. Myself included, and with Go Local, I put Fredericksburg, Stafford, Spotsy, because that's, most people think of this area as that.
Right.
But it is important. Josie put me onto that with the Housing Coalition. She's like, no, Caroline and King George is,
That's also
when
included.
we're talking nonprofit, we really want to reach the underserved communities. And a lot of times those areas get overlooked.
And one thing that separates Together for Fredericksburg from the other nonprofits in the area, when we raise money, we don't have any constraints.
Right.
So with the Fredericksburg Realtors Foundation, they're all about housing.
Right.
With the American Cancer Society, they're about
Right.
cancer. Together for Fredericksburg, we can raise money for
whoever.
any
For anybody.
nonprofit.
That is a nonprofit.
love
So
that.
we've worked with Ellie's Elves, the Fredericksburg Coast Lions Club,
Operation Hood,
Operation Hood.
Signs of Fun.
So, yeah, definitely. So we work with a deaf camp. So any nonprofit in our area that needs help with fundraising, that's what me and Glenda do.
I love that.
We
Once I
would
get my
run
programs
events.
together, I'm going to work with you guys for some stuff.
Yeah, we do a lot of events. One of my favorite ones that we do is the bingo. We just
I've been
had
seeing
bingo
that.
just
How'd that go?
recently.
That went good?
It went well. We did raise money for Signs of Fun and also for
Los Angeles Hope House.
Hope's
Love it,
Hope
love it.
House. So that was great. We are also going to be doing a trivia night
Oh,
on
yeah.
the 29th. Hello.
Trivia for calls for,
Yes, yes.
with Go Local with us. And part of my mission with Go Local is kind of like what you guys are talking about. I want to bring more awareness to all the nonprofits in general, and I want to connect them all, because I feel like a lot of people don't look at nonprofits as a business, but there is a business sense to it, right? And people get stuck in their own little lane sometimes out here in this nonprofit space I'm seeing. And there's so many I don't know about. And there's so many that people don't know about.
And the focus is different, so it
It
just
is.
depends, what your passion is.
Right.
For us, we just want to be out in the community. We love people, and so we decided that we can help different counties, different
Yeah.
causes, and so our events, we focus on 2 nonprofits every event.
Okay.
So David will pick one, and I'll pick the other. And like I
Love
said,
it.
just recently we did the Signs of Fun, and he picked Lewis's.
Los Angeles Hope House.
Yep. And so all the money raised goes split in half to each nonprofit gets half of whatever money is raised.
Awesome.
We do look for sponsors.
Sponsors that
So
fund it.
some of the prizes, some of the gifts that we give out, everything is sponsors, and then that way we are able to raise more money and give more to the nonprofit that we're supporting
Love
at
it.
that
Love it.
moment.
And the great thing about Together for Fredericksburg is we pretty much have no overhead. So the only thing that we have to pay for is to file taxes every year.
Right.
And if we have to get insurance, but we usually can find a sponsor to help pay for the insurance.
Well, yeah, you're giving yourself. That's your overhead.
Yeah.
You're giving your
Time, yes.
and time is really valuable. I'm a firm believer that we got to give back to the community, though, and more people we can spread the mission to on that, the better. I feel like, right? Because a lot of people get called up, me included, before getting into the nonprofit world. Is people get called up on the, well, I ain't got no money to donate. When sometimes it's not about the money. The food bank runs mostly on volunteers.
Yes.
You know what I mean? And majority of our nonprofits locally are very slim when it comes to staff. And it's mostly dependent on sponsors and private donors and volunteers. So
Now, I will say when we do an event, we try to pull volunteers from the charities that we're providing for.
okay, that makes a lot of sense.
But we also have access to the Fredericksburg Coast Lions Club.
Right.
So me and Glenda both are members of the
Yep.
Fredericksburg Coast Lions Club, which is the largest service organization in the world. And our local Lions Club has been around since 1938.
Love it.
So when we're doing an event like here soon, even though it's not a Together for Fredericksburg event, but
You
we're,
can lean on them
yes,
and like you said, they're service based. That's their mission.
it's all about giving back to this community.
Yes. I love it.
And personally, was born here in Fredericksburg.
Yeah.
I've lived here my entire life. I own a business in Fredericksburg, which I'm very lucky that I can give back,
Right.
both in time and money. And I'm also running for city council because I believe
You're all in on the community.
yes, I believe in giving back. And I will tell you, Glenda is probably one of the biggest proponents of service of any realtor or person I've ever met. So, and that's one of the reasons why
picked the best
we
partner
chose
you
this
could find
together.
then.
Well, I just want to give back and give, Fredericksburg, make it better.
Yes, yes.
Make the community better.
Yes.
Not only by serving the nonprofits, serving the sponsors too, because,
Right.
I get their name out there to make
Yep.
sure that, people know that they support the community as
Yes.
well. So it's just, again, the connecting part is what, makes us so, different, I guess, and.
Well, it's like we keep saying, like the realtor network in general is huge, and you guys have your connections go deeper
Yes.
than a lot of people, right? Because you've dealt with so many different people along the way, and you're in the community every day, so in the real estate space.
And we've been in this, in the community for a very long time. I've been a real estate agent since 2009, and he's, again, was born here. So,
Right.
just it's awesome to be able to, work, give back to the community that you're living. So,
And
I
I will
agree.
say, in our position, we're privy to things that most people aren't.
Right.
So most people don't see the need within our community.
Oh,
And the need is there.
it is.
Whether it be housing, food insecurity,
this is great.
helping, the blind community. We have a very large community that's deaf and blind,
Yeah.
though, that could really use support from our community. And so one thing I want to make sure to get out there is for everyone in our community to look at their neighbors. Remember, we're all connected
Yes.
in the Fredericksburg region. And make sure that when you're looking, not just at yourself and your situation, but look at your neighbor
Yeah.
and find ways that you can actually help.
Yeah. Well, one thing I learned, like different spin on it, one thing I've learned just in life in general is like there's always someone struggling worse than we are, right? And it's like if we can help them, not only does it make our situation better, because now we got that good juju and the good karma, but I ain't thinking about my problems no more. Now I'm like, let's fix yours.
Let's fix yours.
Let's fix yours. Forget about mine. You know what I mean? So
Definitely.
my next piece on this series of spotlighting nonprofits is I want to go back and do follow-ups with everybody and go, like for you guys, I want to come to one of the events and document it and show, because it's easy for us to sit here and talk about what we're trying to do and what we're doing. But I think a lot of times it's especially when we're talking about online. We're going to post this online. Social media eats it up, right?
Yeah.
But they don't. They listen to like 3 minutes and they keep moving.
Right.
But when we hit them with that, like, no, look at what we're really doing, then I feel like it hits a little different. So that'll be the next piece. But I know you guys are sponsoring a bunch of events. You know, you're running for your position. Yeah, let's tap into that for a little bit. You have something coming in October with us. Obviously, we're doing Wednesdays, trivia for calls. We got
29th.
you on the last Wednesday, but every Wednesday we're spotlighting a different nonprofit. So it goes back to kind of like what you guys are talking about. 6 to 8. Brock's has been very generous with their pricing. Their happy hour is crazy already, and they're like, we're just gonna run happy hour all night. So I'm super excited about that.
That's gonna be
That's
exciting.
awesome.
And then we're doing 50-50 raffles to raise funds. So while you're there, and then
50-50.
yes, and then mainly, I want to put you guys in front of an audience that don't know about you. You know
And
what I
that'll
mean?
be amazing.
So I will say right now, our two charities that we are really going after to raise money for is Deaf Camp and Los Angeles Hope House.
So
Okay.
Signs of Fun is what it's called. And basically it's a, summer camp that they have children that are deaf, that their parents may not know sign language. So they teach their parents how to sign. They create that bond with the children, their own children, because, they're
I love
learning.
that. Yeah.
And then also it gives the children a community, kids like themselves.
Yes.
And then they're able to communicate, play with, kids their
Okay.
own age that have the same,
yeah, that makes sense.
impediment. So
That's important.
it's a fun time for them. So we want to make sure that,
Okay.
last year they had 40 kids. We want to make sure that they grow and are able to bring more kids that are, needing that summer camp. So
Maybe we can get get them involved in November, because I'm looking for new nonprofits.
So
to raise some money for
So
them.
the director, she actually lives in Hawaii. So she used to live here but moved to Hawaii.
Well, y'all can represent.
And so maybe so.
Yeah, we'll
and,
talk about that.
So yeah, she runs a camp here and one in Hawaii. So
Love that.
yeah, so
Yeah,
it's
what a better place
Yeah.
than Hawaii to go run a camp, right?
Well, but I will say she comes here every year
Okay.
to run this camp on her own dime.
Love
So
that.
she comes here to put on this camp to make sure that this camp is put on for our local community.
And that is at the Presidential Lakes out in
When is that?
Spotsy. Last year they had it in
Yeah, it's
Okay.
usually in May.
May. So I will have more information when
Okay.
it does come out. We are going to be at the Elves. They're having their annual Halloween event. That's going to be at the Elks Club. And,
Elks Lodge.
Yeah, the Elks Lodge on Cool Springs Road in Stafford.
Oh, the Eagles.
Yeah, the Eagles Club,
sorry.
yes.
Eagles. I'm a
Yeah,
member
not the
of
Elks,
there.
Elks.
Yeah, okay,
Eagles
so they're gonna be there on the 24th. So
Awesome.
they, if you wanna get tickets,
Yeah, I might have to try to make it
we'll
out
go
there.
ahead and, maybe you can put the link on there, but,
Yeah.
we are also on Facebook, you guys, so,
Yeah, let's
do
go
give
for
through
us a-
all the,
Fredericksburg.
give us a follow.
where can we find you, all the things, got the website up yet? Or-
Yep,
okay.
so Together for Fredericksburg, on Facebook and Instagram, and also if you, want more info, then info@togetherforfredericksburg.org. And you'll be able to find us. We would love to, if you want to be a sponsor, we would love to hear from you. Just check out our events. Like I said, we do the bingo. We are hoping to do bingo next year in February. And just, fun events.
Yes,
is what
that's
we want to
that's
do.
what I like doing too. I like to
know?
try to come up with fun events. I'm trying to, I was thinking about the other day. I was like, I want to create that annual series of events, right? Because we got some really cool events around town with nonprofits.
Yes.
We got the whiskey business. We got the Stardust. We got
Yeah.
there's the mom prom. There's a handful of ones, and I'm like, coming from an event and marketing background, I'm like, I'm going to create one.
Yeah.
I gotta have my
Ours
begging
is
event.
bingo, but I would love to do a masquerade, but
Yes.
Yeah, so
Anything.
Glenda's been pestering me for
Let's
the
do
last
it.
couple of
Let's
years
do
about
it.
doing a masquerade brawl.
Let's do it.
Because she wants to get fancy and
There
yeah.
you go. Well, that's the whole point. You know what I mean? Is that come and support the community, raise money, and fancier the better.
And and that's the main thing is raising money for other charities.
That's right.
Because the one thing about Together for Fredericksburg, we're all about just raising money
Helping the
to
other
give that money back
nonprofits. Okay.
and also showcase those nonprofits.
Yes, that part.
So I will tell you, Together for Fredericksburg is we try to sponsor so many different community, nonprofits because we want you, if you have a nonprofit, to reach out to us at info@togetherforfredericksburg.org.
Right. You hear that, nonprofits?
Because we also want to showcase you. We want to raise money for you.
Okay.
The only requirement is that you are a 501c, 501c, and that you are in Planning District 16.
Easy
so
enough.
City of Fredericksburg,
Plenty of
Stafford,
those.
Spotsylvania. And we don't really have any restrictions.
Good.
That's the great thing about our nonprofit. If me and Glenda feel that it's a worthwhile cause, we're going to work for you.
Yeah, it's whatever you want. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
about if you feel like it's a good cause.
And it could be as simple as raising dresses for,
Military spouses, so we've also helped with that too.
That's interesting.
Yes.
Yeah, tell me about that.
Yes, it's Operation Deploy the Dress. And basically,
Interesting.
yes, and basically what it is attire that is for spouses and military men, either suits, they have fancy dresses for prom, wedding dresses. I mean, that is not their, main focus, but it's mainly gala and,
Okay.
prom dresses that they collect. So last year we collected
over 400 dresses.
Wow.
So-
Locally?
locally,
Yes.
yeah. So our
That's
office was
wild.
a drop-off location.
That's
And
crazy.
just, our friends and people that.
So what are
know-
they doing with like the dresses and stuff?
So then-
Donating them?
Yeah, so what happens, they will clean them, and then in DC, they have a big date where everybody that is, service connected, military, and their spouses, they get to select a time frame, and they shop like they're shopping at a store.
Love it.
They have accessories, they have shoes.
I love that.
So it's a wonderful cause.
That could I'm always freestyling and brainstorming. That could be something really good here in the community for like underserved communities for kids. Because I think back growing up in West Virginia from nothing and the poverty, like there was so many of my peers that couldn't afford to go to prom or homecoming.
Yes.
So,
Yeah, so,
I'm going to tuck that one away.
One thing that people don't understand with most military, they're unenlisted. So the officer or the military person gets their dress blues. That's provided to them
Okay.
by the military.
Right.
But their spouses, whether that spouse is a man or a woman, do not have the formal wear. So if they're invited to a formal event,
It's expensive to buy that stuff too.
the spouse, they normally don't have the money to buy it.
Right.
So Operation Deploy the Dress,
That makes sense.
you would think that
When you
it's,
say it like that, it makes sense because, people, we know now, I feel like, but we used to think military and police and all these people made all this money, but they don't.
No.
So they don't make a lot of nothing. They got great benefits. They make it in other ways. But on paper, it's,
and I also want to say that so me and Glenda, so I own Cropper Home Sales, which is a real estate brokerage here
Yep.
in city of Fredericksburg, that Glenda is an agent with me as well. One thing that we've also done is we've raised diapers for Ellie's Elves, for the Fairy Godmother Project. So we try to make our office
a drop off.
a center for multiple.
whatever, yeah.
So it's not just the nonprofit Together for Fredericksburg,
Right.
but us personally and through our business, we try to make sure that we are
A piece of the
available to our
things,
community
yeah.
in so many different ways.
I love that because we do have a lot of these drives throughout the year, like the big one with the toys for the tots and all these different things that we need places to drop stuff off.
And we are also a drop-off point for used glasses.
That too.
So through the Lions Club,
Lions Club.
we collect glasses.
I didn't even know the Lions Club did that until I sat in on that meeting when Josie brought me to
Yeah.
the meeting a couple
Yeah.
weeks ago.
That's one of our main, focuses is the site. And so we do eye screenings.
Right.
And hearing and screenings in all the Fredericksburg city schools. So that's one of our, events that
Love
we do when the kids go back to school.
I love that.
We'll screen every
I just,
kid.
with all this being said, I just want to encourage everybody out there that watches this. Everybody needs to go out in the community and visit these nonprofits and see what they're doing and find that, airtime's limited. We can only do so much. We only got so much money, all the things, right? But I feel like everyone should go out and find something that supports a cause close to their heart, at least.
Find their passion and, support it via, volunteering.
Yeah.
Financially, if you are able to.
If you're able to.
Or if not, just showing up,
show up.
to events. Because sometimes, just you being there to, be, supporting the nonprofit is
I agree.
one of our vitals.
I also want to urge, if you have ever received services in your lifetime from a
That part.
nonprofit,
Give back.
so for me personally, I am a child of Los Angeles Hope House. My family found themselves homeless when I was 11 years old. And if it wasn't for that organization 40 years ago, I don't know where I would be. The Fredericksburg Coast Lions Club, they donated $11,000 for me to have a surgery of my left
Wow.
eye. I was born blind in my left eye.
That's crazy.
And everyone thought I was just stupid. It turns out I just couldn't see the board.
Wow.
So I couldn't see. So the club that has been around since 1938, in 1985, did a collection to pay for my eye surgery. And that's why I give back.
See, I love that. But it's like you said, there's so many people out there that have received help. And hopefully they're doing like you are, and
Yes.
they're committing to giving back to that cause to help others. And I'm sure there's a lot that ain't, though. So that's something else we need to spread the awareness on.
And that's what I want to urge people. Even if you can't financially support these organizations, provide your time.
Yes, the time is enough.
Or share on social media.
Yes, that's another big thing I've been talking about in general is we have to, as a community, get better at just sharing the community things. All the businesses, it's just so easy to hit share.
Yeah.
And we share so much nonsense online.
Yes.
We really do. We share all the memes and the quotes and all the propaganda and all the stuff.
So we need
And
to
it
share the
really-
love, not the hate.
That's right.
That's
It
it.
really frustrates me that, and I've been doing like a little social experiment of my own lately. I've been posting some very neutral but argumentative things, and I'll say debate about it. And boy, do
How's it
they
going?
debate. Oh, they're debating. So today, one of my girlfriends was like, you're doing too much. Let's put something really stupid on there for people to debate about and try that out. So I was like, you know what? I don't like pumpkin spice.
Oh gosh,
I don't like it. So I started a battle today over
What is wrong with you?
I started a battle today over pumpkin spice and apple cinnamon. The fall debate.
I'll go with apple cinnamon.
Me too. But anyway, guys, we can sit here and go down all the rabbit holes all day long. I appreciate you guys coming out and talking with me. I always just love hearing about what's going on in the community, who's doing it, why we're doing it, and all the things. And I look forward to our trivia event.
Yes,
It's going to
that's
be a
gonna
lot
be
of fun.
So when and where again?
Wednesday, for you guys in particular, October 29th, Wednesday at Brock's Riverside downtown, 6 to 8 p.m.
Sweet.
$100 gift card prize too. We went all out on the prizes.
Oh, wow.
Yes.
$100 to Brock's is a good prize.
Yes,
So the
it is.
community needs to come out
That's right.
Yes.
and have a good time.
That's right.
That's 50-50.
Plus the
and
50-50, you can win some money there. You can donate it back. Always donate the money from 50-50's back.
But the weather's going to be nice, so
Weather's
you're
still
going to
nice.
be outside having a good
Yeah,
time.
It's Halloween weekend too.
Yes, that's gonna be a fun time.
It's going to be a fun weekend. So
Oh,
hopefully
yes.
so if people want to dress up
we could.
and come
You know
out,
what?
You know what? We can give
yes.
them a prize.
Maybe we turn that into Halloween trivia.
There you go. Halloween trivia sounds like a fun
I'm
time.
feeling
It
it.
does,
I am
actually. I'm
feeling
feeling
it.
it. Let's
I'm bringing
do
my
it.
costume. Are you dressed
Let's do it. Yep. Let's just call it now. So it's going to be a Halloween trivia costume contest.
And what does the fox say?
Show up.
Show up. That's right. All right, guys. We'll sign it off. Go local FXBG, and we'll catch you next time.